Welcome to a Fallout 76 episode. On August 20th, Vault 94 will open to high-level vault raids, and Bethesda has released a couple of images from inside Vault 94. Here's the first image. It's not much to look at because it just shows a lot of overgrown trees and plants. But on the second image, we get a better look at one of the reactor areas. Now, according to data mining, there are going to be 3 different missions. One that involves turning those valves and flooding Vault 94, killing the mirelurk bugs and insects that have infested Vault 94. Another mission involves these reactors, and as you can see next to the character in marine armor, there's a little hand scanner, and that usually means we have to go find ID cards around Vault 94. But what we get from this is A, a lot of radiation, and B, a ton of mirelurks and bugs. So I decided to do a little prep. I love prepping when we get a new DLC or event. So I went on the hunt for exterminators, armor, and weapons. So let's take a look at the set I managed to complete. Now, I didn't much care that it was a mix of raider, robot, and scout armor. I just needed it to say exterminators and reduce the damage from mirelurks and bugs by 15%. Now, these 5 pieces are going to stack. So your 5 pieces at minus 15% times 5 is going to give you minus 75% damage from mirelurks and bugs. And that's huge. So I managed to get that piece that has harder to detect while sneaking. This piece that gives me weapon weight reduction. This one gives me a bit of endurance. Don't really care about the ability to breathe underwater, and this Cavalier piece. So it's a really nice set. And just as I'm about to test it, one of my mirelurk neighbors shows up. These guys infest the toxic valley, and there's a queen in my backyard a few times a day. So let's go find these guys and get our armor set so we can do a proper test. Okay, there's the queen. She's a level 50. I'm going to go ahead and unequip the armor. I've taken off all of my perk cards and accidentally took off starched jeans. I wanted this to be a proper test. So, anyways, let's go up against the queen with no armor. I'm just going to get rid of the radiation because I want to see how I can prepare for the radiation she's going to throw in her acid. So let's give her a little wave. And there go my mutations. Let's try and get her attention again. So with no perk cards and no body armor, you are down in about 2 hits. So let's return to the mirelurk queen and equip our armor and go back in and see how long it takes for her to kill us. Now there's just one thing I want to do, and that is put on the Aqua Girl perk card so I don't take radiation from the water. I'm curious to see how much radiation she's actually going to throw at me. So let's swim on out and see how we do in the exterminator armor. She's starting to throw about 23 rads. Health-wise, I'm doing okay. Well, I lasted a whole lot longer than I thought I would, and I'm very impressed with the Exterminator's body armor. But there's one final test. I've equipped all of my perk cards again. I'm taking a rad shield, which will give me 300 rad resistance for 10 minutes, and a rad shield 15 minutes, and rad X diluted will give me 10 minutes. Now, both of those do not affect your mutation. So when I get my marsupial mutation back, it won't affect with that or any other mutation whatsoever. So this is a good simulation of my perk cards. And Aqua Girl is on. We've got Rad X Diluted and Rad Shield and the Exterminator's body armor. So this is a really good test right here. And this time she's only giving off 16 rads per hit. I think she'll be a pretty good simulation as to what you'd see probably in an average mirelurk that might be in Vault 94, her being level 50 and being a queen. It's a pretty good test. And there we go, another sacrifice for another video. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you in Vault 94.